Hey guys, it's me DDSS and today we are going to make a color generator with HTML, CSS and vanilla JavaScript. So I have made three files here: index.html, index.css and app.js. And first we'll write the basic HTML which will be needed for this. So here in VS Code I'm using Emmet abbreviation. So if I just type out exclamation mark and click this, it creates a boilerplate for this, and let's set the title to color generator. And I'll link the CSS file, link rel is equals to style sheet, and express is equals to index.css. And here I'll also link the script, our app.js. And now we'll get into the HTML. So first we'll have a h1 tag, which will be the heading of, not the heading, you know what I mean, the title of our app. And we'll actually put this in a section and we'll give this ID of main. And now our entire app will be inside this section, and then not P actually, let's do an h2 tag, and let's and here I have given some placeholder text. We will change it later when we are doing our JavaScript part. And here we'll make an input, which will be a button. Give it ID of gen but btn for generate button, and value of this will make it generate. Now what we'll do is I have a VS Code extension called live server, which will start a server for the HTML file, and we can see the changes as we save our file. So I'll go live. Yeah, so this is our basic HTML. And for the CSS, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Google Fonts. I've picked out the Roboto font, and in which I picked out the thin 100 and light 300 styles, and I'll use import here. Let's copy this and now do our CSS. First we'll do it so that there is no padding and margin to our page. And now we'll edit the entire HTML page, where we'll keep the font size to 16 pixels, and we'll make the font family this. It was right here, yeah, this. We'll copy this. Yeah. Now we'll make the body have width of 100% so that it uses the whole screen, and same with height. And now we'll actually edit the main part. We'll give it a width of 50%, I guess. Margin auto to center it, and we'll align the text in the center. a line, text align, I think. Yeah, sorry. Should be text align, center. Now we'll give the H1 a font size of 3 rem, which means it will be 3 times the font size of parent element, which will be HTML element, and give H2 font size 2 rem. For the button, which will be gen ptn, will be font size of 1.1 rem, and for this we'll use the font weight of 100, which we have selected from here. See this thin 100, and let's see. Yeah, we'll make it so that it will have at least like 10% of margin from the top as well. Yeah, and to give, we'll make it so that all the child elements of the main of the section mains will have margin of 5% each. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now what we'll do is we'll make the button look good. So we'll give a padding of 5% and 3%. Let's see how that looks. Oh wait, it's 5. Let's see. Yeah, 3% and 3% should be pretty good. We'll give it a background color of black, and we'll give the font a color of white. We'll remove the border. By remove I mean we'll just make the border black. So our button is looking good, and our CSS should be mostly done. We are going to only this much, and let's jump into the JavaScript actually. Now first we'll have to select the body. So we'll do body is used to document dot get element by tag name body, and that when we do a tag name, it will give us a HTML collection. So we'll select the first element from that. So the 0. Yeah. Now we'll have to get the gen button. So we'll document dot get element by ID, and its ID was gen beauty. Now I'll define the string for the color hex color codes, and I'll explain it in just a bit. So guys, what this is whenever we generate a color which has hex values, these are the only possible characters which can be used in that. So this is what the hex values is. Now uh, we'll make a function which is called generate color, and this will use the x values to generate a color. So first we are going to look for, actually we are going to define a variable called final color, and we'll keep it empty for now. And now we'll do a for loop. Let I equals to 0, and we'll do I is less than 6, and we are doing 6 loops because each color each hex color code has six values, which will be one of these. Now we'll use the uh, math.random, which generates a random number between 0 and 1, and if we multiply it by 6, not 6, multiplied by the length of this and lower it, then we'll get a whole number. So we'll do let rand number is equals to math dot lower math dot random multiply by x value dot length. Now the random number we'll use as an index to get a random character from this. Let character is equals to x values rand number, and we'll add this character to our final color. In the end, we'll just return the final color so that we can use it outside of this function. Now what will happen is, when we press this button, it will generate a random color, so we'll have to add an event listener to that button. And event listener, click, and here will be our function. We are going to get a random color which we'll get from this function generate color. And yeah guys, actually we will also have to select one more element, which I'll name show color code, and which will be this tag, this h2. Get element by tag name h2, and the first element from that collection, which will be this one. And now what I'll actually do is, I'll set the display of this to none, because we don't want it to show initially. We'll only show it after the color is generated. So after this is generated, we'll do show color code dot style dot display equals to block, and we'll set its text content to hashtag, and then the random color. And what we'll do is, we have to set the background of the body to also that color, and we'll set it to hashtag rand and color. Oh yeah guys, I had a typo here. It should be elements. Actually, I wrote only element. And yeah guys, I think it's working. Yeah, it's working guys. So this is going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching guys.